Hey guys, this is the Emerald Gecko here and welcome to another video. In today's video we're going to be ranking the top 6 best optional bosses in the From Software franchise. I hope you all are having a great day, and yeah, before we start and get on to the main juicy bit of the video, I just want to say sorry for not uploading the last week. I've been transferred hospitals and I haven't been able to get any home leave to come home and make videos, so yeah, I'm sorry about that, but I'm back now. I hope you all enjoy the video. Enjoy! Starting off at number 6, we venture to the lands between, towards Estelle, Natural Born of the Void, and Estelle, Stars of Darkness. I put these two in the same tier because they are basically the same boss, if we're being honest. The reasons why I love this boss fight, and I mean really love this, goes down to the core elements, which is Lovecraftian horror. I am a massive fan of cosmic horror and Lovecraftian horror. If you've seen any of my videos, then you know that as I am a massive fan of Bloodborne. That is a major selling point, but also the lore. I mean, I love how the star beasts that strike the ground, I forgot their name, and that's stupid of me, but the one atop Mount Gelmir and in the mines, they are a mini version of Estelle, and I just find that so cool. It's like as we progress through the game, we see these different star beasts, and near the end we find a fully grown one, and that's just, it's peak world building in my eyes. The attacks of Estelle I thought were really fun. I mean, the gravity slam, as you can see on screen, I really liked that, even though sometimes it could be annoying. The swoop and grab, and not to mention all the weapons to do with Estelle. I mean, the fins that shoot projectiles, I mean, they're bloody amazing. Not to mention the flail. I love the flail. I'm not even kidding, I got it plus 10 as soon as I could because I just loved it so much. Sorry, I've just rambled a little bit about how much I love Estelle, because I honestly think it's one of the best boss fights in the franchise. Some of you might not agree with that, but that is my opinion. I love this boss fight and I will always love it. For number 5, we have another quite controversial pick. The Demon of Hatred from Sekiro in the land of Ashina. Like Estelle, I absolutely love this boss fight, and I honestly think it's one of the best boss fights there are. Now, I know that it isn't always liked. One of the main reasons it's not liked is because it's very out of place for Sekiro, but I really enjoyed my time fighting this. At the beginning, I saw it as everyone else did, but as time went on and I did through the trials, you know, where you get the Shura skins and all those kind of things, where I had to keep fighting it over and over and over again, I developed a real love for this boss fight. Not to mention the lore with the Demon of Hatred, because the Demon of Hatred is the sculptor that you're with all game, so that just adds another emotional value to the fight, which I honestly really like. Plus, it's very Bloodborne-y, which I love already, and the core Bloodborne tactic works here. Stick to that booty. That's how you. That's the best and most efficient way to beat the Demon of Hatred, like most bosses in Bloodborne. But yeah, I obviously accept there's flaws with this fight. I'm not saying it's perfect, but I really do love the fight, regardless of the flaws. Moving on to number 4, we have the Demon in Pain, Demon from Below, and their respective second phases in the Dread Heap. Like the previous 2 entries, I absolutely love these boss fights. Now, when you're playing Dark Souls 3 normally and you encounter these bosses are, if we're all being honest, quite easy. But I have grown to love these bosses in a new way. Since I did my SL1 on Dark Souls 3, these bosses were one of the hardest fights in the whole game, DLC included. Not only is this an amazing fight, but it also has amazing lore. The fact is that when Lorien defeated these demons in battle, it eternally set aflame his sword. This lore is just absolutely amazing. The fact that we're fighting them in the flesh is just... for a person who loves lore like me, it just adds even more value to the fight. And another reason why I absolutely love it. Not to mention, the second phase is so good. I mean, the entrance, how you think, instead it reminds me a lot of the ape from Sekiro. It is such a good entrance. The moves are amazing, the laser beams, the attacks, the fire attacks. It's honestly just absolutely incredible to me. The weapon you get at the end of this, using the soul, is amazing and I love it. If you haven't tried Dark Souls 3 SL1 or any type of challenge run where you're low level and low HP, I so highly recommend it, because you get a new appreciation for certain bosses that honestly you never get in base game. Before we go any further, I just wanted to say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for 467 subscribers. It means so much to me, and I honestly can't thank you all enough. YouTube is one of my biggest passions and I wouldn't be able to do it without all of you. So thank you, and hello to all the new subscribers from the last 2 videos. I hope you enjoy the content and find it informative. If you are finding this video informative, or if you're enjoying it, please consider leaving a like and subscribe. Obviously you don't have to, and a dislike is just as appreciated because it shows what I need to improve on so I can make better content. Well, without further ado, sorry for taking your time, I'll let you get on with the video. Heading back to Elden Ring for number 3, we have Dragon Lord Plaxidus. I think this is probably one of the best dragon fights in the whole From Software series. The whole scale of it, how you enter, how you drop down onto a ledge and follow this large row of stones to this platform before you're thrown into this time vortex in the middle of Farum Azula. It's just a phenomenal entrance, a phenomenal boss fight. The stakes are high. You know, I think From Software has truly made a perfect dragon fight. Something they've been trying to achieve for a very long time. Also, this is where you use Miquella's Needle if you want to reverse the Frenzied Flame effects, which is another lore detail that is linked to this boss fight and arena, which I absolutely love. This fight is just really awesome and cinematic, and I don't really know if there's any really complaints. The only complaint is sometimes the grab attack can be a bit glitchy and the AoE is a little funky with the hitboxes, but apart from that I don't really see any issues with this or flaws. If there are and I just haven't known them, please let me know in the comments so I can have a better understanding, because that's what all this is about, you know. I love talking about From Software, and if I made a mistake, please let me know. Heading on to number 2, we have Ludwig the Accursed and Ludwig the Holy Blade. I, like the rest of the bosses on this list, love it. Like, 100% love it way too much. The fact that this is a former hunter turned into an abhorrent beast, driven mad by the blood, is just amazing. The fact that it has eyes on the inside, it is just a beautiful display of cosmic horror that is so phenomenal and amazing. The lore as well is just great. The music, some of the best From Software has ever done. Not to mention, when the second phase starts, Ludwig regains some of his sanity, becoming Ludwig the Holy Blade, which just adds for a beautiful moment as he gazes upon his moonlight greatsword once more. It is seriously one of the best moments in the whole From Software franchise, in my opinion of course, and it just adds even more to an already amazing first phase. The second phase, it honestly just transcends the word good. In good Lovecraftian sense and like story, it defies reality and is incomprehensible for how good it is. Moving on to number 1, we have a tie. Lady Maria of the Astral Clock Tower and Inner Father. Now this might be either not a surprise or a big surprise for some of you, but if you've watched any of my other videos, you'll know that Lady Maria of the Astral Clock Tower is my all-time favourite From Software boss. And yes, it is optional to the main story, so I am classing it as able to be on this list. The things about this boss I love are the lore. One that's, well, it's Lady Maria of the Astral Clock Tower, Gehrman's apprentice and former hunter of the workshop. She now guards the fishing hamlets, as that's where the massacre occurred, where she took part in. The different abominations and experiments left in her wake, begging for Lady Maria all throughout the Astral Clock Tower, is honestly terrifying but also beautiful in a sense. It's horrifyingly beautiful, which doesn't really make sense, but I guess that's just the kind of style they were going for with the whole Lovecraftian elements. The fact that as the fight goes on, she begins to use more and more of her Canehurst heritage, using blood magic and blood arts throughout, until eventually there's fire bloody going everywhere, which is honestly fucking amazing. I mean, the boss fight, this is truly one of the first experiences I had with From Software's dance. I like to call it that because that's what it feels like fighting Lady Maria. Same with a lot of Sekiro bosses. It feels like a dance, swerving in and out of attacks, dodging, hitting, dodging, hitting, dodge, dodge, hits, dodge, hits. It feels so good, and it's such a amazing fight. Well, it's not the hardest fight in the whole series. It is one of the best. Well, in my opinion, the best. Moving on to the second first placer, we have Inner Father. Inner Father is an amazing boss fight. The culmination of this being your parental figure throughout your entire childhood, who raised you, who'd fight you, to the realisation that he is the one who attacked you and stabbed you through the back at Hidetaka Estate, is a truly stunning twist and realisation, and it just adds so much. The Inner Father is a upgraded version of the Allfather, which you fight in Hidetaka Estate after doing a few secret quest steps. There is so much that culminates into this fight. The lore is 1. 2, the fight, the attacks are amazing. Not to mention second phase, he goes into a bloody owl and he's just bloody flying everywhere. There's bloody fire owls fucking going everywhere, and it's just absolutely phenomenal, and I love it so fucking much. It has become one of my favourite boss fights, and having to fight it so many times doing the trials has transcended it even more than it already was, and has become tied for my favourite boss in all the From Software games. Sadly everyone, that is all we have time for today, and all the bosses on the list. I hope you have found the video informative. If you did, consider please leaving a like and subscribe. Obviously you don't have to, and constructive criticism is just as appreciated. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one, and girls. Bye everyone. May you all find your worth in